Hello everybody. I actually already filmed like a life update, but it was a sit down, and I don't really enjoy watching sit down videos, so it's like cringy for me to do. But so much has happened since like the last video that I just needed to do a full update. But as you guys see, let me show you. It is beautiful fall time in Alaska. My mom called me today and was like, take your drone out, go get videos of these beautiful trees because in the next few days they're gonna be gone. And she offered to come watch my kids. So she is actually taking them on a walk right now and I am gonna go drone. But I figured what I would do is update you guys along the way. I want to go to a few of my favorite spots. I'm going to bring you guys along. I'm going to throw in the updates of everything. It's going to be updates on Landon's infusion in the hospital. If you don't know what happened, there's a video up here. Actually, another update on my hair. What we've been up to, photo shoots that I've done, just a whole like list of things that I'm going to bring you guys along on. So first, let's go to our first stop and throw the drone up. Our first stop, you're gonna have to excuse the hair today. It's got a mind of its own. I've tried. It's impossible. But the first update was actually gonna be about my hair. I actually cut most of my hair off at the end of August. I had a hair appointment, and as the closer I got to it, the more I just wanted to give it a chop. I kind of do this every few years, I feel like, and then I grow it back out. But I'll show you the reel I posted on Instagram, which is a little bit cheesy, but since I don't have my hair up, I'm gonna put that right here. Make that pistol pop. Shawty got a bad boy fetish. Shawty come over. Again, you can't tell because it's all up in the mom bun, but I'm excited. It feels really good. It's been a few weeks now. I do not regret it at all. I do think I need it a little bit longer. I'm struggling with like figuring out how to curl it correctly. I'm so used to curling long hair, and with my long hair, I had to like over curl my hair, and then it would kind of fall throughout the day and it'd relax. But not so much the case with short hair. It's almost like Shirley Temple hair when I curl it, so I'm still getting used to it, but I love it. Look at this spot, you guys. This is so beautiful. This is like the Chena River. I think it's like a boat launch or something off of Nordale. It's actually really beautiful, and I just realized that they have picnic tables and fire pits over here, so this is a perfect spot to come for the day. Maybe the kids and I can like come out here for the day and just have a little fire pit. I'm excited for next year. I didn't know they had this over here, but you guys, these Alaskan colors, like what? So many beautiful fall colors. I'm gonna go ahead and throw you into the drone footage that I got from here, and then I'm gonna head to my next stop. So here we go.
I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September.
All right, the hair is just getting better and better. We have made it to, I call this the Hagelbarger pull-off. It's right off of Hagelbarger, and I took the drone out there. So you're about to see that here in a minute. It is a little bit loud over here, so I'm probably going to end up in the van to give you guys the update. There's like a road right here, and then there's like a main road out there. So I'll probably end up in the van, I'm sorry. Oh, now someone's pulling up, so They just like drove through the parking lot. That was weird because there's like a road. They like went out of their way to come through here. Oh my gosh, the traffic is really loud. I'm just gonna sit in the van for this one. I know, but I wanted to get out and show you guys how beautiful I am. I have wanted to vlog the entire drive. Like, I guarantee you, I probably have 20 times the amount of footage that you guys saw. I'm gonna have to cut a ton of it out, but I literally just wanted my camera out. It was so beautiful. We normally don't get this long of a fall. Let me get in here. I just had a flashback to when we were going through everything with Landon. I actually got in my van and to do an update on him and let you guys know what was going on with him originally. But I literally, it was like a cry session of me just like screaming. Like not a terrible scream, just like I just had to cry. I just had to scream, and never posted it, obviously. But anyways, I'm just gonna throw some stuff on my lips because they're a little bit dry. One of you actually sent me a couple of these, I think it was a few months ago now, but I just want to say thank you because this is my favorite lip gloss. It's actually like a lip plumper. It gets like a little bit tingly, just to warn you in case you buy it. I'll put a link down below, but it's called Sexy Mother Pucker. It's just such a natural color, and then it's got like the lip plumper that's a little bit tingly. I don't know if it actually plumps my lips, but I really, really like the color of this. All right, the update that you guys are all waiting for. Let me see if I can get some better light here. Is that better? I think that's better. This is such a long story. If you haven't seen the original post, the last video I did, I'll put it up here. Long story short, I scheduled Landon's infusion about a week and a half before his infusion, and I remember the conversation vividly. I know who I talked to, but basically they just told me that there was no appointment, and it was just very upsetting. The way she handled it was very just terrible. So the next day I actually got a hold of Landon's doctor. I called her and was just like, I just wanted to know if there was like anywhere else we could get his infusions, because this is the second time the hospital has messed up an appointment. I have never ever forgotten to schedule his appointments, okay? There's been times that I have like, you know, I got to like the week before and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to schedule that. And I understand if they can't fit him in on the certain day, but another rabbit trail real quick is everyone was like, why don't you just schedule his infusion before you leave the hospital? The reason I had not scheduled his appointment was because we had an appointment with his neurologist that same week of his infusion, and I wasn't sure if he was going to stay at every 4 weeks or if they were going to bump him to every 5. Then we had the appointment and she was actually going to bump him back to every 3 weeks for his infusion because he's had some stuff going on. I'm not going to get into all of that, but she decided we're going to keep it at 4. He's actually been doing really good these last few infusions, and so we kept it at every 4 weeks. Landon's doctor called me back after I had left a message for her, and she let me know that no, there is nowhere else that he can get his infusion except for the hospital. He can go to the infusion center or he can go to the ER, which I definitely don't want him in the ER. The ER is like a last resort type thing. She did let me know that if he had any problems or started to show signs of, you know, his CIDP creeping up, then she could put it in order to the ER and he could go get it in there. So that made me feel better. And then she also let me know that if that ever happens again, to just call her and she will make sure that they get him in. She knows that he doesn't just get these for fun. I hope I am making sense. I feel like I'm all over the place. Longer story longer. The manager to the infusion center came in to Landon's next infusion. That was the following week. It was before I posted the last video that I had. It wasn't just that she saw my YouTube video and wanted to apologize. She just heard what happened. She came into the room and said, I am so sorry. We have made some steps that this will not happen again. I asked her if there was any way to get some type of paper form of all of his appointments, because I did schedule all of his appointments until the end of the year. And she said, yes, I can do that, which the previous lady had told me she couldn't do that. I do have a printout of all of his appointments that I will be bringing to all of his infusions, and they will be getting him in no matter what. She reassured me that this will not happen again. She was very kind, apologetic, and I completely understand human error, but it was how it was treated that was so terrible. You know, like, I understand if something happens and they can't get us in that day, but maybe the next day, because his infusions are time sensitive. It is something he has to have every 4 weeks. It's not something we go and do just for fun, you know, like, this keeps him out of a wheelchair. This keeps him with the ability to keep using his hands, you know. You guys know this is a sensitive subject for me. Again, she reassured me it will not happen again. She gave me her name, her direct line to call her if they ever try to not get him in that same day. So that made me feel good. And while I had her in there, I was very kind. You know, I was not short-tempered or anything. I was pretty calmed down. You know, Landon was getting his infusion at the time. So I just wanted to make sure that this didn't happen, not only to us, but other people. And so I just kind of was like, hey, do you have any plans for like reminder calls, text message reminders, anything like that, maybe an email? And she did say that they were in the works of testing something out. So that was good news. All in all, it was a productive conversation, and there was a good outcome that I felt confident that this was not going to happen again. I do feel even better. I basically have like plan A, B, C, and D. in place, literally 4 different things. Like, if I go in and they don't have an appointment and they want to shoo me away, I call his doctor. And if she's not there and I can't get a hold of her, then I call the manager of the infusion department. If she's not able to get me in, or she's not there, or whatever, then I'm able to go to the emergency room, obviously with an order from his doctor, that he can get his infusion. So I've got lots of things in place to where this will not happen again. I feel so much better. Thank you guys for all the messages. You guys were all like, you have every right to be upset, because it's not okay. So I had some ask for the number to the hospital. I was like, no. When I posted that video, he had already had his infusion. Actually, he gets one in a few days. I'm finally getting caught up, okay? You're seeing this just to like give me some accountability. This is September 18th. I'm really hoping to have this out Monday or Tuesday, like 19th to 20th. Anyways, that is the update on that. All right, guys, this is 3 days later, and I'm actually at Landon's infusion right now, and I realized I never put a spot to put the drone footage in, so I'm going to enter that here because I have a lot for you, and there's going to be more at the end that is so beautiful. I ended up being done filming the vlog, and I found another spot that I wanted to drone. Anyways, here is that drone footage. I think this is gonna be my last stop. I wish I would have done more. I actually wanted to pull over on Chena Hot Springs, the one with all like the hills. I really wanted to find a spot, but there's a lot of people that live over there, and when I drone, I try to be so respectful to people's homes and areas, and I don't ever want to drone their home, their backyard, anything that would like invade their privacy. So I just did not. There was like an open field. They actually have a cow farm up there, like a cow field, and they always have the cows on one side, and I was like, oh, maybe I could like drone on the other side. Obviously I would never ever go near the cows, but I just didn't feel right about doing that, even though the cows were on the other side of the road. So there was just not a good spot for me to drone. But I hope you guys enjoyed all the fall colors. Oh, I got my beads with me. It's my tripod. All right, a couple more updates for you guys just in my life. since the last video, I actually had a photo shoot with my sister. She was coming up here. She was bringing a videographer, a photographer. It was a full-blown shoot. I cannot tell you what it is until like November-ish, maybe November, December. So I can't really tell you what it's about, but I will tell you right now that it was just one of my most favorite photo shoots ever. I will definitely be sharing with you the videos and pictures from that and show you the pieces that I got to wear because, oh my gosh, it was pretty cool. While my sister was up here, my grandma, who moved up a few months ago, I did not vlog her. I like to give her her privacy, but we did get to spend time with her. My kids got to know her a little bit, which was really nice. Actually, when Landon went to go do his summer vacation like essay for school, the two things he wrote that he did was camping, and he got to hang out with his great grandma. So that was pretty cool. I got a call the morning of our photo shoot and that she had passed away. It was a very hard time. I just went over to my family. Heidi was in town, so it was nice that most of us siblings were together. We obviously did not do the photo shoot. She probably would have been cranky that we rescheduled it. She has said for a long time that she was ready to go and to not be sad when she's gone. I do have a really kind of just crazy story about my grandma that I want to share. And the week before she passed, a week exactly, 7 days, okay? That's important because of what she asked me to do. I was over doing some IT work stuff for my dad, like some computer stuff, helping him out. They always call me JVIT. Jessica Violett IT. So I was over there and she goes, Jessica, when you're done with your dad, can you come over and help me with some computer stuff? I was kind of like, okay, no problem. She doesn't have a computer, so I was a little confused, but absolutely whatever grandma needs, she gets. So I got done with my dad and I go over there and she goes, I need you to go on this website and order this fruitcake. And I was like, okay. It was like Colin's Bakery fruitcake or something. I forget the name of it. So I order it. My mom always called her the Queen Bee, so I addressed it to Queen Bee Summers. I let her know it says up to 28 days. Now I assumed because we're in Alaska, it was even gonna be longer for this fruitcake to show up. And she was like, no problem. Well, she had passed away exactly a week later. It was 7 days. And what do you know, the day that she passed away and we were all at my parents' house, that fruitcake had showed up on the doorstep. And because my grandma had always said, don't cry when I'm gone, we kind of took it as like, oh, grandma's sending fruitcake so we can celebrate for her. And anyways, oh my goodness, I didn't plan on telling all that. But it was just a really, I actually still have the fruitcake in my fridge. I don't know if it's still good or not, but it was something she said it was on The Godfather, or it's called the Godfather fruitcake. I don't know. Those of us that could eat it, there's a lot of allergies in our family, so not everyone could eat it, but those of us that could eat it all kind of had a piece of it, and it was just one of those, it was a bittersweet moment. So, all right. This is very long and I'm sorry I got emotional. That's just who I am as a person. So the last thing I want to let you guys know, we are fully winterized for winter. We have gotten the camper winterized. I kind of wanted to show that because we had done all the stuff, but it's been so busy lately that I have not, it was just too much to film. I'll just explain it really quick. The way you winterize a camper is you pull all the water out, you drain all the water out that you can. Some people just do that. We decided to suck up the RV antifreeze. You just kind of feed a line into a bottle of 100 below RV antifreeze and you suck it up through the lines. That way nothing can freeze in the lines. It does take a lot to get that all out of the system in the springtime, but it's worth it to not have frozen lines and broken lines because that's how you get leaks. That's all winterized. The boat is all winterized. We're ready for winter. The kids, every time I tell them to go clean up the woods, because that's where they play, there's more forts every single time. I think we have 4 forts in our tiny little area of woods. That's what memories are made out of, and I'm not even mad about it. They have had so much fun. All right, I'm sorry that I'm in some random parking lot to do this update, but this is just how it went. I hope you enjoyed all the fall footage because I just want to capture everything. Every time I get in the car right now, I just want to pull my camera out. I just want to enjoy this because you guys, and I bet you we've got another week before 80% of the leaves are gone. I do still see some green over here. It must be because the sun hits this area. But in our area, the leaves are already falling any amount of wind and they'll all be gone. So I'm just soaking up the beauty for now because soon it will be white out there. All right, I am going to end this one. I'm going to throw some extra footage because I got a crazy amount of footage. I'm going to throw some more footage at the end of this video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!
I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant